Phoenix Fire, a node project called Nests. Phoenix ROI per year, 821%. Phoenix time in business, only 1 month, January 18th, 2022. Phoenix's initial token supply, 1 million tokens. Tokens locked up for creators, 100,000 of those tokens, or 50,000 tokens per creator. And there's 2. Percentage of total tokens locked up for the founders, 10%. Phoenix's circulating supply at present time, 60,000 tokens. Founders tokens percentage locked up compared to the actual circulating supply, 166%, which means that the founders own more coins than are in the circulating supply right now. Phoenix's market cap, $91 million. Phoenix's price, $617 right now. Phoenix's actual token value, $100, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Actual circulating supplies market cap, $37 million. Way less than the $91 million they're quoting. Phoenix's node cost per node, $6,170 at present price. How much can you make in 1 year if you invested $1,000 in Phoenix? $8,210 or 8.21 times your money. Phoenix's ROI per year, 821%. 0.225 Phoenix coins in rewards per day per node. How much percentage does that 0.225 in Phoenix add in dollar value per day? 2.25% per day. Payback period on your node, 44.5 days. Phoenix nodes hosted so far in the first month, 15,300 or 153,000 Phoenix tokens. Revenue so far at $375 average price per token, $57.375 million. Payout per day on nodes, $2.1 million that they have to pay to their investors every single day. 15,300 nodes times the 0.225 that they have to pay out per node every single day times the $617 coin price is how you calculate that. Phoenix treasury balance, or what they have locked up to pay out rewards, right now, $1.4 million. Net loss per day from the locked up tokens, $700,000 lost. Percent of investment pool invested, less than 0.1%. We'll get into that in just a minute. How long can the 2.25% continue at the current loss? Not long. I just wanted to take a quick second and let everybody know that I appreciate all the love and support that's coming through the channel. We had like 30, 40, 50 subscribers, 7 to 10 days ago. Now we have over 600 to 700 subscribers and it's growing every day. So I wanted to thank you for the overwhelming amount of love and support that's being shown. If you have any projects you want me to look into, go ahead and comment those in the comments section. That's how all of these projects have been put into the works, right? Strong, Drip, Titano, this one, everything. I listen to my subscribers and I appreciate all of your feedback. With that being said, like the video, smash the like button like somebody just dissed you, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and bang that notification bell, baby. Spoiler alert, this token is overvalued by 700%. Which consequently is very close to the APY that they're guaranteeing every year. Let me break that down for you. The coin is trading at $617 right now, and a $37 million active circulating supply. This is if you take into account the fact that they only have 60K tokens in the circulating supply right now, which I've confirmed inside of their Discord. If you take into account the actual amount of tokens that are in the circulating supply and take out the fact that the founders have 100,000 of them, that's 900,000 tokens. They're saying that the market cap is $90 million on their website. Now, if you take in all 900,000 tokens that are in supply, even though they're not circulating right now, and you leave out the founders, that means that each token is actually only worth $100. If you take into account the founders tokens, which are locked up for the next 2 months, that means that the coin price is actually only $90. $617 divided by 90, that equals 6.835. That is 685% higher than its actual value. This is an absolute train wreck waiting to happen. How does Phoenix bring in revenue? That's the main question. They say that it's about $200 per transaction for every 90-day period as a node hosting fee. It's actually 0.2 AVAX. If you take their numbers and call it $200, that actually equates out to about $1 million a month or $3 million over that 90-day period. There's a 0.05 AVAX fee, and what they quote as $50 per claim. That means anytime on any node that you want to claim, and this goes per node, anytime you want to claim your rewards on a node, you have to pay 0.05 AVAX. AVAX, no matter what. No matter if you're claiming 1 Phoenix or 10 Phoenix, doesn't matter. This means that if all 15,300 nodes were to claim only once a month, it would be $765,000 if you take their $50 quote. They also make revenue, and this is their main revenue, from new node sales. Now add the $1 million per month that they make off of the fees that we were just talking about. Then add the $765,000 that they make when you claim your rewards that we were just talking about with that $1.4 million treasury balance. That's $3.2 million. Okay, so that outpaces their rewards. The problem is that fee that brings in $1 million a month, that only brings in $1 million per month. That's like only 30 grand a day. And if you take the 765,000 for the claims, I get it, those happen a little bit faster. Maybe they claim 4 times a month. I don't know. Divide that by 4 and you're still only at like less than $200,000. So technically those aren't actually worth as much as you would think they would be. Even if you add all that together, it's $3.2 million, and that's only a day and a half's worth of rewards that they have to pay out at the current amount of nodes that they have right now. What about the other 28 and a half days? They said that they have $85,000 invested on the website. I went into the Discord and I asked them, hey, what is that invested in? Because you guys aren't transparent about that. You said you were going to put a page up. You still haven't done it yet. They're like, oh, we're working on the UI, blah, blah, blah. Look, I have websites. I've done websites. It doesn't take that long to add it. You could add it like that. It could take 10 minutes. And especially with as basic as their website is, they could add that. It's not hard. It is not rocket science at all. They said that that total is actually off and they've invested less than that. They've actually invested $60K, and it's invested in Swapsicle, which I had never heard of until this guy brought it up. They had $45,000 in Ohm, and they had $45,000 in time. They said that they've absolutely sold off all the time. They have not sold off all the Ohm yet, but it's at a massive, massive loss. Now, I thought this was interesting. I took a screenshot of it inside of the Discord. Whenever I asked, how much did you guys lose on time? This was the reply. They also indicated, the founder Eric said, it didn't matter if they lost every cent of the investors' money because it was just proving that they were willing to invest. Yeah, they're willing to invest less than 0.1% of the entire pool of rewards that's coming in for just the investing wallet, right? And I'll get into that in just a second. I'll prove that. And why do they only have $60K technically invested? Because time basically got sold worthless. Ohm is essentially worthless now. So they've got $60K in Swapsicle. Why have they only invested $60K? And that's at their opening price, like the worst price that they've ever had, $282. I'm giving them a mad buffer room on this. Another thing they said they're going to do is NFT sales. Oh, great. Another person doing NFT sales. Dude, if everyone does NFTs, NFTs are no longer NFTs. No one cares about NFTs if every single project does NFTs now. This isn't going to work for anyone. Everyone says NFTs, NFTs, NFTs because they know that they'll bring in investors because the investors are like, oh, NFTs, that market's been doing really well. No, it doesn't mean that you're going to actually do good at it. Now, they've actually brought out their own NFTs, and this is crazy. The numbers behind these are absolutely insane, like diabolical. Let's just get into it. A master NFT for their rewards, it's kind of like how Strongblock has their NFTs and you pair them with the nodes and it gives you higher rewards, right? Their master NFT costs 100 AVAX. That's $7,700. That's more than it costs to get the node, first off. And you have to have 10 nests or nodes already in order to do that. So let's say somebody just starts out and they're like, okay, I want to do this. I want to get the NFT. It's going to cost them $60,000 to get the nodes that they need in order to be able to qualify for that NFT to work. So you have to have the 10 nodes. That costs over 60 grand. Then you got to buy the NFT for another $7,700. So you've got 68K essentially in this. Easy right now. So then you apply that NFT to all 10 of your nodes. It takes your rewards from 0.225 up to 0.25 per day per node. That's an average of $15.50 more per day per node. $155 extra. So, okay, so you just spent like $8,000 more to bring in $155 more a day. What's the payback period? The payoff period for this is 51.3 days. price of Phoenix goes down, even longer. If the price goes up, even better. Next one is the Grandmaster NFT. And it's as epic as you would think, being named the Grandmaster, right? But it comes with this astronomical price point. That NFT costs 1,000 AVAX, which is 77 bands. And you have to have 10 master NFTs before you can buy this NFT. And then you got to pair that NFT with the previous NFT that's paired with the other 10 nodes per NFT, the 100 nodes. And then you can apply this one to all 100 of your fire nodes. Cool. You have already essentially spent $77,000 just on the NFT by itself. You have essentially had to spend $617,000 if you just start from bare minimum and you don't compound or do anything and you're just like, I'm just gonna do this, 617 grand. So now your rewards go from 0.25 to 0.30. That means you're gaining an extra 0.05 fire per day. At current market price, what that equates out to be is $31 per node. So times that by 100 is $3,100 extra dollars. But you spent 617 grand to get here, right? And we're assuming that no one's compounded. The payoff period for just the NFT, it's literally 25 days because you got to take the 3,100 into the 77K price point, right? The payoff period for this is 248.7 days. The lockup period for the 100,000 tokens for the founders is only 2 more months. They locked it up for 3 months. They're going to dump them. You know that. We've seen it a million times. Well, but they're doxed. They're not going to dump. They don't care. Doxing is not really that big of a deal. What are you going to do? You're going to go beat him up? He's still rich. So it costs $671,000 just for the 100 node. Then it costs $77,000 to buy the NFTs to get those 100 nodes up to the 0.25 rewards, right? Then you buy another NFT for $77,000 more on top of that. We're looking at $771K if you just buy all of this outright. Now let's talk about the treasury and the risks. The treasury is supposed to be triple locked by this guy Eric, who's the CEO, this guy Luke, who's the CMO, and then some person named Showtime. Some random person that hasn't obviously been doxxed that is supposed to be the DAO rep. So that's what they're calling a triple safeguard. So essentially, the triple safeguard are the 3 people that created the project. That doesn't sound like a safeguard to me. That sounds like anytime they want to leave, they can leave. All they got to do is unlock the wallet, all 3 of them at the same time, and run. Although the third person will be put to a vote, it's not like you're gonna vote in your mom. It's not like you're gonna vote in somebody that you know and trust and is gonna call you up and be like, yo, Eric and Jake are trying to take the money out and I'm gonna veto it and tell them no. Nah, it's not gonna be anything like that. They're gonna give you a list of people that they know, that they think are cool, that they know are yes men, that are gonna say, yeah, we'll do this, woo, woo, woo. And then you're gonna vote in somebody that is still technically their choice. See what I'm saying? So the investments come to a vote as well. This has a nice ring to it, right? Where's Thor's mighty hammer when you need it? We see how that all worked out for Ring. Everybody was like, oh, invest in Time Wonderland, invest in Ohm. Okay, how did that work out? Same thing with you, Thor holders. Time Wonderland, Hector, woo, yeah. Negative 22%, that's how it worked out. Time Wonderland wrecked, Hector wrecked. And I'm gonna explain that in just a second. You're literally in a degenerates space. The people in DeFi call themselves degens, because they're like, I'm gonna degen into this project. Like, dude, that's not a badge of honor. That's a defeatist mentality. I'm gonna throw my money at anything and everything that I can without doing any research. I'm gonna base it all on hype and these stupid crypto phrases, wag me, hodl, diamond hands, and all this stuff. And then they're the ones choosing the investments? Come on. These are people that are looking for quick money, in and outs, right? They're like, I want ROI tomorrow. Nah, that's not how it works. Although the voting seems like it's like a democratic process, it slows the process due to the fact that you have to put it to a vote, right? So you can't actually get your funds invested as quickly. And then you're putting the vote in the hands of investors that, I'm not trying to diss anybody, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, so don't take it personal, but it's just the cooperative space is a bunch of degens that don't know anything about investing, don't know anything about financials. You know, if you go and let them trade in the options market, they're gonna lose all their money. You're putting your project in the hands of these people that might not necessarily know where to put their money, which is why they put them into a project that is guaranteeing an APY in the United States, that's illegal to do as a financial institution because they don't know where else to put their money and they're counting on you to go make them money. If they were making their own money, they'd be trading options, they'd be day trading crypto, they'd be doing leverage stuff and actually making money, but they're not, or this is a smaller amount of their portfolio that they're just throwing into long shots, right? How much do you think these people are going to know about actually what projects are good to invest in? I mean, the fact that people are voting for Time Wonderland is an absolute red flag immediately. Like, you're voting for time? And then here's another thing. Knowing the APYs behind it, knowing that you've got to make 800%, and then you've got people like over in Thor, they're like, Gala Games notes. Those don't even make 50% a year. DAG Constellation notes. Again, that makes like maybe 15% a month. FTM Validators and AVAX Validators. Dude, none of that makes money. If you want to actually make money, you're gonna have to trade, all right? If you're gonna wanna make those types of returns, you're gonna have to trade. You're gonna have to have somebody that knows how to trade and knows how to get in and out with liquidity on leverage in order to be able to do that and not risk your entire portfolio. So yeah, none of the investments that they're making is gonna bring in the substantiated ROI that they need, period. I'm not arguing with anybody about this. It's facts. Now, let's go into the nodes purchasing breakdown now that we've gotten all that out of the way. And if you don't believe me on the other thing, go watch all of my Thor videos and go watch my strong block videos where I show you how none of these investments are making money. Go watch my strong block video showing how the exponential growth rate will absolutely top out. Go watch my drip network video that basically reiterates all of that, right? It costs 10 tokens to make a node, a nest. 7 of those tokens go into the treasury so that they can pay the old investors with the new investors' money. When I say what I'm about to say, this is bare minimum. This is 107,000 FIRE tokens that have come into the treasury since inception. 15,300 times 7. That's bare minimum 31 days worth of rewards. This is absolutely about to implode very quickly. There's going to be plenty of people that are the lucky few that got in early, first mover advantage. They get their money out and they're like, oh, you're lying. This made me rich. Yeah, you, but what about all the people that bought just now? 2 tokens then go into the investment pool. Again, that would be 30,000 tokens. Even at the worst price, I'm giving them a big buffer here. Even at the worst price, $282, because it's obviously almost triple that now. That means that there's been $8.5 million pumped into the investments fund. They've only got $60K invested right now in something that only brings in 19%. And it's variable because it's like lifetime. They get X amount on fees, whatever, but it doesn't bring in 800%. That's literally, and this is worst case scenario, is less than 0.1% of the money that's come into the investment pool. Don't even take into account the fact that they put it into time and ohm and lost it all. And they were like, no, it's cool. We can just lose everybody's money because at least it proves to them that we're investing it. What? Because at the end of the day, they have the ability to just take the money and run, or they can dump on you in 2 months their 100,000 tokens after they've pumped all this into marketing, bought their way into the trending list on CoinMarketCap, massively pumped their Twitter and Discord community, and they can just run away with millions of dollars. Whatever. Who cares if the project fails now? We're rich. 1 token goes into the liquidity pool in 50% FIRE, so 0.5 FIRE goes in, and then they convert the other 0.5 to AVAX. That's another triggered sell order, which pushes price down. This is bare minimum worth $4.3 million, which isn't much in rewards payments since we know they got to pay out like 2 mil a day. It's like 2 days. Now, with all of that being said, just some words of caution. I'm not saying get into the project. I'm not saying not to. You do whatever you want. I know I won't be buying into this project because there's like a million of these fake node protocols out there, nests and blah, blah, blah. You can call them Daffy Ducks for all I care. They're all the same thing. The reason why they're not going to sustain is because they're all based on Ponzi-nomics, and eventually people are going to stop buying into them because they're going to see every single one of them crashing and they're going to say, what makes you different? Well, nothing makes you different. You're basically doing the exact same thing that Thor's doing a month later. You're doing the same thing that Strong's doing in one aspect. And at the end of the day, I just want to be clear about this. Taking your rewards from Thor and dumping them into this, or taking your rewards from Strong Block and dumping them into Power, that's not diversification. A lot of them are the same creators, like Hive and Thor, same creator. It's not diversification because you're still in the same market. You're actually aggressively exposing yourself to the same market. And you're never going to get your ROI back if you keep compounding it into a new project here, because eventually the old project crumbles, then the next project crumbles, So unless you pull your money out and you sell, you didn't make anything. At the end of the day, your funds are gone. You're now a slave to the rewards protocol. Make sure you're getting your money out. Second thing, the founder's lockup period. 3 months. It's already been a month. In 2 months, they get to dump their tokens. And I get it in the white paper. It says, oh, but we're not going to let them dump it to where it tanks the price and blah, blah, blah. Dude, that don't matter. It doesn't matter what the white paper says. If there's no protocol that says you can only dump 10% at an expected time, then they can do whatever they want. It's like in the stock market, right? Jeff Bezos can only sell a certain amount of his stock per year. That's in his contract. So if you haven't written that into the contract, then it doesn't matter. I don't care what your white paper says. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say in the Discord. That's all hearsay. That's all hopes and dreams. We don't build fortunes on hopes and dreams. We build fortunes on numbers and facts. Having over 15,000 nodes in a month, that's pretty scary. Say they started off day one with 100 nodes. That means to reach the 15,300 nodes that they have by day 30, which is basically today, they would have to be adding 18% new nodes. Go do the math. 100 times 1.18 to the 30th power. Keep this going, and in 2 months when the guys can sell, all she wrote, the 1 million token supply. First off, I'm not saying that the tokens go anywhere. I'm 100% confirming and saying that they get recycled. At 153,000 tokens that have been invested into nodes, that means 15% total supply of the tokens is already invested into nodes. Now, that 1 million token supply doesn't actually stop the price from going down. It only slows the inevitable, right? Because at the end of the day, the rewards that people are selling will outpace the new investors that are coming in. And when those people that already have their nodes compound into their new nodes, it creates an artificial sell order, which again makes the price go down. It's all artificial. The token price will fall. Rewards will have to be cut, period. Look what happened with Thor. Look what's happening with Strong Block. They got to cut rewards. It just is what it is. ROI is 800 and some odd percent. Even Thor's ROI, and they're moon boyish, 475%. Strong Block's ROI, 380% per year. The reason why they start off with 800% ROIs is to get people in. They got to get the money. They got to gain the traction, okay? And they got to be able to market themselves on the trending list, pay 50 grand to be on the trending list. They got to up the marketing budget, the ad spend, all that stuff. Now, when that happens, investors start to fall off. Once you start slashing rewards, investors start to fall off. So think about the bell curve, right? Where rewards start going down, that's when the investors start going down. Less people want to get in because it's not as easy a money. So rewards will then outpace the new investors coming in that were essentially being relied upon to pay the old investors, because let's be real, if you were that smart and you were that good at making money, you wouldn't be selling a node project saying, hey, everybody, I'm going to make all of you guys money. You'd be making your own money. Or you would be a SEC regulated institution saying, yo, I can go out and make people 150% a year, but you're not doing that. The percentage of what is invested versus what's in the investment pool, ridiculously low. 0.1%. Like, that should speak volumes in and of itself. They're marketing themselves as a financial institution. They're marketing themselves as, we're taking your money, investing it, blah, blah, blah. They're not. And the investments that they're making lose money. And the investments that are making money make 19%. Come on. Turn your brain on and you know what's going on. CIRCULATIng audit is 99% done. Not available to read. I want to see the audit. Tokens get pumped into the protocol as needed. I've confirmed this. Here's the screenshot. That dilutes market cap and overall value of the project. Think about it like this. The coin is trading at $617 right now and has a 37 million coin circulating supply worth of market cap. I'm not saying go to coin market cap and look, and it'll say 90 million, right? But I'm saying with the confirmed amount of circulating tokens that they have, the market cap is actually 37 million. Think about that. If you take into account the actual tokens that they have available right now for the next 2 months, which is 900,000, that takes out the founders 100K. If you have the same market cap and you start pumping more coins into it, it drops the price of all of those coins. It's overvalued by like 600, 700%. It should be actually $100 coin. And honestly, that's where it's going. And even further than that. Look at Thor. All that pumping those extra tokens in and keeping them out of the way for now does, they're like, oh, well, we don't have the demand for that, so we're not gonna pump it in. No, it's because you wanna have it in reserve, and then it keeps your market cap high, and then it keeps your ability to be able to pay out the rewards, because all of those 850,000, 840,000 tokens are all in that wallet, minus the 100K from the founders and minus the 60K that are in circulating supply. So that's smart on their part, but if you know what's going on, you know that they're actually paying you with the tokens that they've got locked up, and there's no transaction that's substantiating the price at $617. Real cash value of that token at a 90 mil market cap, like is quoted, is only $100. With the million tokens, it's actually $90. Take all that into account. This is way overvalued. It is absolutely astronomically, insanely overvalued, and it is a ticking time bomb. Now, with all that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. This was very, very highly requested. I'm talking like I got dozens of requests for this video. So I hope everybody shows up in troves to watch the video, like the content, comment in the comments section, and tell me what new projects do you want me to look into now? Do you like the analysis that I'm doing? Is there something else that you want me to do differently, right? Do you hate my braids? I don't know. Just rap with me in the comments. I listen to my subscribers. I listen to my supporters, and I appreciate the fact that everybody takes the time out of their day to watch the content and then comment on it. It's beautiful. So with that being said, make sure you smash that like button like somebody just dissed your mom. You already know what it is. Bang on that notification bell a little bit. Drop some comments in the comments section. Let me know how everything's going. I appreciate everybody showing up, and I'll see you in the next video.